What's up, guys? Welcome to First and 10, where the first thing that you do in the morning is 10 minutes of movement. I'm going to run you through 3 different exercises, run them back until that clock hits 10. We'll get you primed and ready for the day so that you can feel at your best and attack the day. Alright, let's run it. So we're going to start here in the downward dog position. I'm just going to press my hips high, feet about hip width apart. I'm trying to press my chest towards my heels, let my hamstrings relax. Then I'm going to slowly bring my knees down closer to the ground, pressing my hands away. I'm going to switch back and forth. Now drop that knee down, sink my hips forward. I'm going to come back into quadruped, then alternate to the other leg. Sink that knee down, open up the hips. Press back into downward dog. Down into quadruped, knees hover first. Come up into an alternating lunge. Drop the knee, stretch your hips. Come back up, quadruped. Alternating lunge. One more time of each. Move your pelvis when you're in this position as you open up your hips. Check in with where you're at. Knees come back to the ground. Left foot comes up by the hands. Drop the knee down. What I mean by that is pull your pelvis forward, stick it up in the air. If you need to spend a little bit more time in any one of these positions, obviously feel free to do so. Good, okay. Now from here what I want is an alternating 90-90 bridge. So it's a new one here for us. We haven't hit it before, but it's a combination of a reverse bridge as well as a 90-90 hip rotation. So we're going to start here. You're going to turn towards the back leg. So whatever leg is in back at 90 degrees, that's the way you're going to turn and open up to. Now, you want to place your feet somewhat about shoulder width apart here. Place your hands behind you, open up your chest. Now, as I go, I'm going to drive my hips up into the air as high as I can, open up my chest as I rotate my knees from side to side. So it would just be like a 90-90 rotation, but we're adding that bridge component to it so I can open up, activate my glutes at the exact same time that I'm getting that rotation within my hips. And I'm also getting a good stretch in the front side of my shoulder. It's actually one of my favorite new movements that I just was playing around and I guess discovered. So let's run it. Here we go. Drive up from the glutes. You're thinking of squeezing the glutes as you drive your hips up tall. Try to immediately drive your glutes from the start. So don't try to rotate first. Try to immediately lift up from that start position. So think of your hips coming off the ground first and not going to the ground until after your knees have hit the ground. 5 each way. Now, if you need to, you can segment these into 2 different movements. A reverse bridge, and that movement I just showed you, the 90-90 hip rotation. Okay, last one's a little bit of movement too, a little bit of coordination. We're going to run it back. I'm going to do it nice and slow. So start on your stomach. You're going to drive up with the right leg. So I'm going to move to my left, starting with my right leg, driving up with my glute. Here I brace my core, drive up with the leg, drive my heel to the side. As I rotate up, I'm going to sit up tall, press up through this heel. My butt comes up high in the air. I reach to the sky. My opposite leg is out straight, pressing through the heel. I sit back down, and I'm going to rotate back and over, getting that good stretch. I come back to that neutral position. Again, I drive up here. Heel hits the ground. I get a nice external rotation there. Then I press up and through that heel. That glute's on fire. Back and around. And I'm just doing one side. You guys can feel free to rotate side to side. I'm gonna go 5 each. Drive up. And around. And you can even go up almost into like a downward dog position. So I'm here, boom, kick this up and over as a flip over. Almost downward dog, right? But I'm gonna dive into it and I'm back. You can start nice and slow. Make sure that glute is the driver of the movement. There's a little theme there. Good, other side. I'm gonna flip around with the space. So now my left leg is gonna lead the movement. I'll drive up and around. Just like so. I find that ground with my heel, and then I'm gonna drive up. Make sure that heel stays on the ground. Really difficult, but if you do so, you're gonna keep that glute engaged. Find the ground. Drive. Last one. Like I said, first thing in the morning, 10 minutes of movement. Start off slow, get your body going, get yourself woken up. You can increase the intensity as you go so that you can probably go take a cold shower after and get yourself going. Have a great day.